I'm Will Sampson from FDMC magazine and the Woodworking Network. We're in the shop today to talk about featherboards. Now, featherboards are a really nice, simple feeding tool that adds safety to process when you're feeding through the table saw and there's a danger of kickback. Most of us have used or made these simple wooden featherboards like this, just a bunch of kerfs, cut at an angle, and then some way of mounting it or clamping it to the top of your table saw. They work pretty good. You can put it on there and tighten it up, and pushes through and provides some resistance on the way back, depending on how you set it up. It may provide a fair amount of resistance against kickback, but most of them, it's just a few extra pounds of pressure coming back, not as heavy duty as it is going forward. At any rate, there's also commercial plastic ones you can get. I stay away from those because most of them seem too slippery to me. They don't offer a lot of resistance on the back, and then if you accidentally hit the saw blades with them, they seem to shatter, and sometimes you can even have danger to your carbide with some of the. There's also mechanical type anti-feedback things that you can have. So lately I've been using a new product from BOW products, B-O-W products, that is called a FeatherPro, and it is very interesting. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see it a little closer. It has these foam fingers that are cut out with these interesting curves, and what that does, they're very flexible, and when you're feeding through, they go really easy, but when you feed back, the feathers go all the way back and they lock, and so they provide a lot of resistance. Let me show you how it works. Back out again here. So you mount it into your miter gauge slot just like you would for most of these, and then you can set up the tension. Just clamp it down good, and very light pressure going through. Very nice and easy feed going through. But if you pull it back, now I'll zoom in again here a little bit so you can maybe see it a little bit better. Well, maybe not. Right there. Watch these fingers right here. When I pull this back, see how they all move back and they lock. And that's a lot of pressure that it's putting on here. I've measured in my systems the way I set it up. I've been getting like 35 pounds pressure. I've seen some things online 50 or 60 pounds pressure depending on how they set it up. That's a lot of great anti-feedback support. Now, the other thing that they have on these is there's two different kinds of foam. There's the gray foam I'm using here, which is much more flexible, and then there's a black foam, which is more rigid if you need that kind of a situation. And it's easy to trade these out. If foam gets damaged, you want to change the type, you can just press them out and put a new one in. Works really well. And then they have a thing they call the Feather Duo, which is basically just putting two of these featherboards together so that you can have a featherboard that gives you a little more support higher up. And I'll show you how that works. And this all comes, if you buy the Feather Duo kit, you get everything that you see here, and it's about $60 through their website. And so there you go. So then you put one down on top, and these spacer blocks, and This one goes on top there, and then the same some screw knobs. And so what this does for you, you have the tall piece. You can set it up, lock it down, just like you would with a regular featherboard, and you have the same deal, but with lots of back support, so you don't have to worry about keeping it straight. There's also in the kit come T-nuts that you can use so that you could set this up so that if you had like a T-slot accessory fence, you could set it up on here so you could have down pressure. And very neat thing. FeatherPro by Bow Products, B-O-W, Bow Products. And it's available online at their website. You just search for FeatherPro and you'll find it. And it's definitely worth checking out. These things are not going to damage your saw blades, and they're easy to replace. The foam inserts are like about $15 a piece. Pretty cool thing, and definitely improvement over the old shop featherboards that we have used for so long. That's all I got for today. You can see more tool reviews and product videos on our website at woodworkingnetwork.com. Thanks for watching.